Okay. Good morning. We are live. Today we are here with the parents of Amanda Henderson. Amanda Henderson and her friend Kiera went missing from Hopkinsville, Kentucky on December 5th, 2025. Kiera, her friend, was later located in New York and safe, but Amanda is still missing. Today we're here with her parents to discuss our case and what's going on. Hello, how you doing today?
How you
Hello,
doing?
we're good as to be expected.
Okay. You guys have the floor, so please tell us about this case with Amanda and your daughter Amanda and her friend Kiera.
Well, let me see. I don't know where to start.
You want me to
So
start?
so tell me about the day they went missing.
So the day they went missing, we had actually had a family outing planned that day. We were supposed to be going to a comedy show at our church. Um, the day they went missing, I received a call from Kamira's guardian saying that she was coming to pick Kamira up from us and to have her ready. So we called through our Alexa app because Amanda's phone was taken because she was on punishment. I don't mind
Right.
saying that we're parents. We had taken her phone, and Kamira's phone was turned off. She didn't have service on her phone. She could only use it on Wi-Fi. So we had to call through the Alexa, and I called at 5:10 to let Amanda know that Kamira know that her guardian was en route to pick her up and to be ready. At 5:32, you can see them both walk out the house. Amanda came back a few seconds later because they were in the middle of cooking food here, making spaghetti to be exact. And Amanda came back in the house, turned the stove off, walked back out the house, and we haven't seen them since.
Now, did she usually leave anywhere or anything like that, or just like the first time she went with a friend?
No, Amanda normally does not leave it out like that. Kamira was actually living with us. She had been living with us since September. Um, from circumstances beyond her control, she had to go back with her guardian, and she chose to run away, opposed to going back.
Okay. And since that day, there's been no sign though. Now, Kiera was later located in New York, right?
Yes, Brooklyn, New York.
And she was later from Brooklyn, New York, and your daughter is still missing. So, are there
Yes.
any? So, is there any like leads on where she might be at, or where she might have went at?
There has been tips that she may be in Houston, Texas, Katy, Texas, or Fort Worth, Texas. I've also been told that she may be in Clarksville or Nashville, Tennessee. We've also heard that she planned to go to New York with Kamira. Um, and then there was also someone saying that she may be in Florida. These are all just tips. We have since then gotten
in Lexington.
in Lexington,
Next
Kentucky,
to
right?
okay.
Lexington, Kentucky. So we've gotten awareness out there, posters put out there. We've gotten authorities involved in all those states, in all those areas, from state level down to local level. Um, we have a strong social media presence. We have a lot of organizations like yourself, Missing People of America, um, Dora the MFK Explorer and her team is working with us as well. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
Okay. Now, I know there's certain things that you can't talk about because it's an open case. So, what are some of the things that you can talk about to us about the case?
Well, some of the things we can talk about is
They're gonna bring Kamir back.
there Kamira, the police are bringing Kamira back here. The CPS, things like people like that. I guess they're trying to get who they're going to fly there to fly her back. Um, Kamira has said that they split up before she even went to New York. Um, is one thing I want to make clear. Amanda has never done this before. She's never ran away. She's never has done anything like that. Um, and Kamira, from my understanding, has done this before. We didn't we didn't know. We just stepped in because Amanda asked us to. She said she loved him. She loved Kamira like a sister. We didn't want Kamira to be out there by herself. She's a young lady, pretty young lady. We didn't want her out there by herself, so we stepped in because our daughter asked us to. And um, what else? We so the day she went missing, told our house is has cameras and two-way cameras and microphones and things like that. So I was at work. I worked for a minute. I worked for a church. So my phone went off. I saw it. I called my wife. I asked. I said, is Kamira and Amanda supposed to be going anywhere? Because sometimes our oldest daughter will come pick them up and take them with her, or
Okay.
whatever. And but this time, just I don't know how to explain it. I just felt like something was off or whatever. So I called my wife. She was at work, and she so happened to answer. And she was like, "No, they not supposed to be going nowhere that I know of." And she said, "But she told me about the guardian supposed to pick her up and everything like that." And I know Kamira didn't want to go back. So through all of this,
Mm.
we're finding out that we could have been had Amanda back had adults had parental character,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of just because it's not their child or it's not somebody that's connected to them,
Hmm.
you know um it was one particular place. This is all public knowledge, so I can tell you it
Okay.
was one particular place that she was at, and there was adults, and she spent the weekend over there. And instead of this, a child cannot spend a night in my house and I haven't spoken to an adult.
Mine either. I totally understand you on that, and I'm pushing for adults to start being punished in these type of situations that they let kids stay over their house. We need
Yeah,
more of
yeah.
that because there are too many adults like, oh, it's not my child. Oh, you can stay here. If my child is missing, and I go to their house, I'm pressing charges against everybody in the house.
And that's the problem because I had made when Amanda and Kamira went missing that night. I made a post asking for help. We alerted the authorities as well the same night. I made a comment under a post that said, if anyone is housing our girls and you don't speak up, we're going to press charges. And I meant every word of that. And it was clearly reading is fundamental. I said, if you don't speak up, because I know that children can lie. Children can present a false narrative about things. So while you're thinking you're helping, when you're not standing in, like my husband said, parental character, you don't, you will call, you find out what's going on behind whatever a child is saying. You get clarity. So for them to allow her to spend a night that weekend when the ladies, she said that they stayed the night, the weekend there. When her nephew came in, she told them that they were runaway. He told her that they were runaways. He showed her the comment where I said, if you don't speak up, we're gonna press charges. Another adult in the house became afraid of that comment for whatever reason and made them leave instead of calling us immediately.
It's this whole thing of I don't want to talk to police, and honestly, that started with the adults. The adults are the ones that's still carrying that whole "don't talk to the police" narrative. It's not the young people; it's the adults. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's by itself is crazy because they definitely should have called the police instead of
Mhm.
putting them out into the world because that's what I feel like they've done. And I know I just find it kind of strange that your daughter was split up. I don't think she was split up from this girl, so that's why the whole thing had me. That's why I had to, I'm glad y'all reached out because it just seems strange to me that she's never run away before, and then she was split up from this girl. So it has to be more to it. You think this
As of
daughter?
right now,
So you think the daughter's scared to come home, or she's scared of the consequences?
I do.
So we believe, and
Mm,
we've discussed this multiple
okay.
times. We believe that it got away from them. You know what I
Okay.
mean? We believe that they didn't think that this would go that far, and it went that far, and it's out of their control. So they know, I don't know what Kamira's thought pattern is. I
Mm,
haven't We haven't talked to her. We haven't had the opportunity to talk to her. We're waiting on, her to get back to Kentucky or whatever. And maybe, because she's 16. So here's the issue. Because she's 16,
Mhm.
because they're both minors, um, there is a judicial, um,
Presence alone.
we can't just say and do certain things because they're minors,
right. Okay. I totally understand. Totally understandable.
right? So because they're minors, they have to still be protected a certain way, and authorities have to jump through a lot of more hoops than they would have to do for an adult, right?
Hmm.
So because Kamira is 16, a lot of things that we want to discuss and we want to say, we can't say because it'll taint the investigation and it will expose her as a minor. You know what I mean? She's so
Right.
I do want to say this. I really want to say this. We love Camilla,
Absolutely.
right? We would have never let her in the house. We would have never stepped in. We would have never um, got involved had we not cared. Like I said, my daughter asked us to intervene. She asked us to get in, to to help out, and that's what we did. Show Camilla nothing but love. Did what we can do. Whatever Amanda got, she got. We didn't show any prejudice just because Amanda's biologically ours and she wasn't. We didn't do. I was raised in a house where I didn't know my oldest brother and sister had a different father until I was an adult. My daddy never, ever, ever made a difference between us. If you heard him say Henderson's, everybody answered, right? So that's the same way we were. That's the way I am. We don't make a difference. Is the way my wife is. She don't make. She comes from a blended family.
Hmm.
So we never was them type of people. And right now we're not upset with Camaro.
Or Amanda.
We're concerned. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like at the end of the day, we want them safe. We want a man. Listen, Amanda can quote any Disney movie you name. That's because my wife has always made sure that she made a space for family, made a space for family time, movie time. Like they Dream Girls is their thing. Amanda and my wife can quote the whole Dream Girl movie. You know what I mean? And Amanda is silly. She's funny. She can walk in a room and just take it over. Just not
Full
being
of joy.
just full of joy. Like she's just that type of young lady. And she's very active in the church dance ministry. She
She's in marching band at school,
at
on the
school
bowling team.
bowling team. She Amanda was taking AP classes. Now, I'm not saying it's like, my daughter never did anything wrong or
She
she
had her
never made
typical
a
teenage
mistake.
woes. Yes, she did.
Like any parent that got a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, a preteen, a child, period, understands they should that,
Trust me, I
you
got one.
know,
I got three of them. Okay,
Yeah.
I got three
I
of them. I'm
have
gonna tell you
three
something
girls
too.
and one
I
boy. You know what I
I agree with
mean?
y'all about the blended family because I'm raising one of my kid siblings that's not mine, but
See,
she wouldn't know. I loved her the same way, took care of her the same way. When I go buy clothes and stuff for them, she gets clothes, everything. So it doesn't. I
yeah.
never been that way. So I totally understand that aspect of it.
And
Totally understand that.
we just loved her, man. And we was trying to, not trying, because we did it.
We did it.
We didn't want her to feel the weight of the world before it was time, before she was ready.
Right. Totally understandable.
I will say this, as a mother,
What's up?
um, my heart goes out to my daughter and to Kamira, my bonus daughter. Even though she only stayed with us for only 2.5 months, she was mine, and I made sure Kamira knew she was mine. When Kamira came to us, she came to us broken. She came to us hurting. She came to us um carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders, literally. I'm not here to bash anybody that crossed Kamira's path prior to her getting to us. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So I would never come to like downplay anybody. But she came to us in a bad state. That's the best way I can put it. In the time frame that she was with us, she was able to get promoted into her correct grade. In the time frame that she was with us, she learned how to care for her body as a young lady. In the time frame that she was with us, she started going to church, learning who God is. We are a Christian based household. hands down. Kiera was in the she had a vaping issue with vaping and different things of that nature. We made sure that whatever stresses that she had that caused her to have to feel a need for that type of outlet, we relieved them. We allowed her to grow up and know that you can enjoy being a child. You do not have to carry the weight of being an adult or carry the weight of caring for yourself. You don't have to worry about being bounced around. You don't have to worry about any of that.
Right.
Kamira knew she was loved here. I could pull up footage on our cameras where we would just sit in the kitchen and just talk and just, in the words of the kids, chop it up. We Kamira knows she was loved here. Kamira knows that she thanked me for a simple thing that most people would take advantage, like think of it as a small thing. She said, "Mrs. Henderson, thank you for allowing me to pick the type of soap that I wanted out of the store." And it crushed my heart because I'm looking like, here's this baby who, not saying she never had soap, but she was never able to get the quality of soap that she wanted.
Exactly. I totally understand.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, you had all of these things, and I hate that she chose this route to run, because of her trying to avoid something else. I hate that. And I hate that my daughter chose to go with her. To this day, I baffled we have gone over and over in our mind, like, Amanda, why? Why? I feel my daughter left everything here. All of her clothes are here. All of her shoes are here. All of her hygiene products are here. So I feel that when Amanda walked out this door, she did not anticipate staying gone. I
Yeah, I
think
don't
that when she stayed gone that first night, because Amanda knows you have to be here by a certain time because curfew, baby, get in the house. And once it got past that time frame, it was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be in trouble because there are consequences when you don't follow the rules. Amanda didn't have her cell phone when she left because we had taken her phone. She was on punishment because
right.
we found some things inside of Amanda's phone that was not appropriate. So we took her phone. She hadn't had her phone since October.
Right. And I totally
So,
understand the whole phone thing because I took my daughter's phone, my youngest daughter's phone recently. I had to take her phone. So
you
all
know,
y'all
some
saying is resonating with me. Trust me, it's
so
resonating with me.
yeah, so it's just and us going when we started going through Amanda's phone, the issue that we saw was there was a lot of backdoor parenting. There was a lot of Amanda reaching out to other adults, and because they have an alternative lifestyle than what we have and what we represent, they basically empowered the misbehaving. They empowered what the teenagers wanted to do, opposed to telling them, no, your parents said X, Y, and Z. And that's the problem that I feel that we are running into as a community. Not, and it's not a black thing or a white thing, but just as a people.
Hello? I think we lost Amanda's parents. I don't know what happened. We lost Amanda's parents. We'll be right back.